Honorable Shri Rajiv Kumar ji, Election Commissioner, Shri Anup Chand Pandey ji, Election Commissioners, senior colleagues from ECI and all media friends. First of all, I welcome you all to this press conference. As you are aware that the term of legislative assemblies of Goa, Manipur, Punjab, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh are due to expire in this year on March 15th, March 19th, March 23rd and again March 23rd and May 14th respectively. A total of 690 assembly constituencies will go poll this time. These includes 40 assembly constituencies in Goa, 60 assembly constituencies in Manipur, 117 ACs in Punjab, 17 ACs in Uttarakhand and 403 ACs in Uttar Pradesh. The Constitution of India places upon ECI the solemn responsibility to conduct timely elections. It is the right of citizens to exercise their sovereign will and elect their representatives. For the past 2 years, the impact of COVID-19 has made conduct of elections extremely challenging. All those present here today and those listening to us have been part of this journey, full of trials and tribulations. It is our duty to see how to conduct elections in a manner that protects both the voters and the vote. As the country faces a surge of COVID cases and emergence of a new variant, Commission would like to explain in some detail the new protocols that have been put in place for conducting forthcoming elections in a free, fair, participative, accessible and safe manner. But before that, we would like to tell you something about the various preparations which we have done. We work with 3 broad objectives this time, and foremost is the COVID-safe election. Second is hassle-free, comfortable voting experience to the voters, and third, the maximum voter participation. Friends, for last 6 months, the entire election machinery was gearing up for these elections. Periodic reviews were done and senior officers of ECI held detailed meetings to review all aspects of poll preparations. A lot of advanced planning and meticulous preparation has been done. In the month of December 2021, Commission visited the poll-bound states to review poll preparedness, and we also had a virtual meeting with the political parties of Manipur and their officers. We discussed with various political parties and elicited their views and suggestions. We also met the chief secretaries, DGPs, DOs, SPs and various enforcement agencies in the states on various issues of preparedness. As the COVID cases showed a resurgence, especially in view of the new variant of concern, that is Omicron, Commission held meetings with Health Secretary, Government of India and health experts as well, health secretaries of the states. We also had discussions with the Union Home Secretary on this issue. After taking all these views and the opinions and the ground situation, we decided to announce elections to the 5 states with safety norms in place. At the heart of election process lies the sanctity and absolute veracity of the electoral roll. Subsequent to the recently conducted special summary revision exercise, the final electoral roll has been published on 5th January 2022 with 1st January 2022 as a qualifying date and is available to all political parties. Commission laid emphasis on registration of new age voters, women and persons with disabilities. A total number of 18.34 crore electors, including service voters, will take part in this election, out of which 8.55 crore are women electors. As a result of the hard work done by our officers in the field, we have some very encouraging figures to share with you. And there were a lot of emphasis on increasing the gender ratio. That is, the women's participation in electoral process. I am happy to say that it has been increased in all the 5 states. And as compared to the last assembly elections, and with Uttar Pradesh witnessing the maximum increase of 29 points, followed by Goa 24 points, Manipur 19 points, Uttarakhand 18 points, and Punjab 10 points. With this result, the gender ratio of various states is as under: Goa 1056, Manipur 1065, Punjab 902, Uttarakhand 928, and UP is 868. As many as 24.9 lakh first-time electors, that is between the age of 18-19, have got registered in the 5 states. And out of these, first-time women electors are 11.4 lakhs. In the 5 foregoing states, a total of 13.01 lakh PWD voters and 31.47 lakh senior citizens 80 plus age have been mapped. Their participation has been increasing and their presence at the polling stations serves to inspire the younger generation. Service electors, the personnel and security forces deployed in India's far-flung borders, and mission staff, 5.29 lakh service voters will vote in.